Hey guys, it's Nat here. So I promised I would do this video about my labor and birth experience. So before I actually started, no, I did not have him yet, but I had a false alarm. So I figured I would go ahead and kind of explain what happened. So yesterday, the 21st of January, I started like what I thought was leaking of my water around like 4:30 p.m. And I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna wait it out and see what happens. Well, I still kept leaking, and I finally called my midwife at 6:30, and she was like, just go ahead and put like a pad on or something and just walk around and see if it's still leaking, and then call me back in a few hours and we'll see from there. So at the center that I go to, my water has to break by itself. They don't do any type of induction there, which is amazing. Let's see, around like 8:30, I started having contractions. They were about 5 minutes apart, and they were getting a little stronger than they have been. So I was getting, super excited because I'm past my due date. So I called her around probably like 9:10, 9:20, and I was like, hey, my water's still leaking. I'm having contractions. They're getting pretty close together and they're getting stronger. And she's like, okay, like I'll meet you at the center in an hour. So called my doula, had my mom. She was packing the car, called my boyfriend, called my dad, and we all met at the birthing center around 10:20. So when I get there, they have to get this little strip to check to see if it's amniotic fluid, and that was negative. So the next step is to swab inside the vagina and put it on a microscope slide, and then that was negative. So then we went on the other side of the building, which is the clinical area, and we did a pap smear and swabbed again, and it was negative. So my water did not break. What we think is happening is that he's just pushing against my bladder, and I'm peeing myself a little bit. Hopefully that's all it is. Been wearing a pad just in case like any more fluid comes out. But the fluid was clear, so I was getting like a little excited. So when we got there though, like right before I went on the clinical side, my contractions were starting to slow down. I was like, oh shit. I was like, it's not time. So I got really excited, but that's okay. I have until January 31st to be able to have my little man at the center. After that, well, let's see. Next week, I have a meeting with the OB, and we kind of just go over options on what to expect. I get to choose if I want an induction or not, because it's your body, you have a choice. Just like I've only been checked, well, I've been checked twice now, and that's it. And so for my original due date, which was January 10th, I am 41 weeks and 5 days. But the birthing center has my due date as January 17th, so I am 40 weeks and 5 days. So, which gives me a little bit of time, which my baby is completely healthy, so there's no reason to get induced. So we'll kind of see what the OB says, and we're going to kind of go from there. I feel like I'm getting impatient, so I'm going to want to get induced, but that is my last option. I do not want to get induced. I don't want Pitocin. I don't want any of that. So, But with my case, we have to be at the center early before labor hits pretty hard, because I have to be on antibiotic because I did test positive for group B strep. So yeah. So we'll see how everything goes the rest of the week. I have 2 meetings today, one with my doula. We pushed the meeting off because we were both just utterly exhausted this morning, which I went and grabbed coffee about half an hour ago, and it's probably like 11:30. So went and grabbed me some lovely Gloria jeans. I am absolutely exhausted from last night. I don't think we got home until like 11:30, which yeah, it only took them like an hour, which is amazing, because if you go to the hospital, it takes freaking forever. But when I go to the center, all their attention is on you, which is absolutely amazing. Unless there's somebody else there giving birth, but there's still more than one person or 2 people that's checking on, you know, the whole floor. So it was a good experience so far. Hopefully there's only one more part to this video, which is going to be the actual birth and labor. So we will see. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully, with my baby. So my birth experience is going to be filmed in 3 parts. That's only because I went to the OB Monday, the 27th of January. Just to make sure that little man was okay, because I am past my due date. Right now I am 41 weeks and 5 days pregnant. So my last ultrasound was at 36 weeks, and he was showing 6 pounds 7 ounces. Now he is almost 9 pounds. So he is huge. Yeah, so I am getting induced this Friday, the 31st, and so we're gonna try doing this cream that'll break my cervix instead of manually doing it, because we're still gonna try doing kind of natural. But if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to do Pitocin and then possibly a C-section, which I'm a little nervous about. So we will see. But I had to do a stress test and an ultrasound. Both came back perfectly fine. He's healthy as can be. So we're just gonna hope for the best Friday night. So I'll see you guys sometime after that with my baby boy. So it'll be great. Hey, so I promised there was gonna be a 3rd part to this video. I don't have my setup right now just because I'm out in the living room and chilling with my little man. So, I don't even know where to start. So I tried doing this video last week, but I was all over the place because I'm still, you know, healing from labor and everything. So it was a little hard to do the video last week, and I'm late posting this week. So let's go ahead and get started. So January 30th, I had an appointment with the OB. We decided to do induction on the 31st at 7 p.m. And he was expecting it to be an all weekend thing, and it was not. So let's see, I went in at 7 p.m. on Friday, January 31st, and we put this little pill in my vagina, and it softened up my cervix. We were supposed to do 2 rounds of it. My house is a little messy. I do apologize because I'm in the process of moving. Let's see. So it softened up my cervix. We were supposed to do 2 rounds of it. the first round, wait 2 hours, check again to see if I need another one, and then do another pill. And then after 4 hours after that, do Pitocin. Well, we only did 1 round of the pill because my contractions were so close together, and I had already went to a 2 because I was only at 1 centimeter dilated when I went in. Yeah, so then by like midnight, I was at 5 centimeters dilated, and we started at 10:30, so I went pretty quick. I don't remember what time I was 7 centimeters, but I don't think it was until like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I was stuck at 7 centimeters for a long time. We ended up doing an epidural, I think it was around noon. And then we all fell asleep because I had my doula, I had my dad, and I had my mom all there. So we ended up all taking a nap because we were all like extremely exhausted, especially my mom and I, because my mom and I were there from 7 o'clock at night. Plus she and I both worked Friday. So yeah, that was fun. It took an hour to push him out because his head was 14 inches around. Big baby. He was 9 pounds 3 ounces. Also, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the healing process, because no one ever talks about what it's like after labor. So I had to get stitched up. I was only to a 2. But let me tell you, stool softeners are gonna be your best friend. Why? Because it is harder than hell to poop after giving labor. Like, I don't mind going into labor again. It's pooping afterwards that I don't ever want to do again. I wouldn't mind having another child. Like, labor was not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. But pooping afterwards, hell no. I don't want to do that ever again. But, yeah. The other thing is you don't have to make padsicles. I just went out and bought like the Tux round circles to put on the pads, and it worked just fine. So I wouldn't make the padsicles, but that's all up to you guys. That is all though. I hope I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. I did get him circumcised just because I know this is a big controversial thing, but I got him circumcised because I don't want him to get infected later on and have to get a circumcision, because it's a lot worse when they get older and they have to get circumcised. So I went ahead and did that, and he did just fine. Like, he's a very easy baby. He is very content. Like, he's literally just laying here staring at me right now. He's very content. He does have thrush right now, so he has been a little cranky the last couple of days. He is 2 weeks and 2 days. So, yeah, they said thrush is very common to get in babies, especially when breastfeeding, which we're strictly breastfeeding. But, yeah. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm probably going to do more mom videos, of course, coming, like, in the near future. But I hope you guys have a good day. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment if you like. And I will see you guys next week.